My name is David Mwangi. I'm a resident of Edenville Estate in Kiambu. In 2023 February, I got a KPLC bill of $251,000 for 1 month. And it's basically a 4-bedroom house. So I tried to dispute this, and the dispute went on and on and on and resolved. We had incidences of power being cut by KPLC. Every now and then I explain my case, they reinstate it, then another team comes, cuts the power, and I said I need to have a permanent solution to this.
I'm a retired teacher, and after retirement we had to think of what to do as we grow old, and therefore me and my husband, we managed to get this plot where I am standing, and we built this house behind us. So we fitted our new house here, our old house with a solar heater, and I tell you, it makes all the difference. In the evening when you want to relax, the water is nicely, in fact, very hot. You have to make it cold, otherwise you get burned.
Power in Kenya is an interesting story because of the cost that we incur when it comes to usage of electricity. And you can imagine running a commercial building, you cannot control sometimes how tenants use power. So we've had challenges in terms of the amount of bills we are paying for consumption of power in this building, to a point that we had to do sometimes meter separations for tenants, and it was very costly. We were using quite some amount to try and accommodate tenants and also serve our members, because these costs eventually are borne by our members. Given this high cost, we felt that we need to adopt solar as part of our, of course, strategy plan and go green.
In March this year, 2025, I just bumped into something that had been thrown in the estate wall about something that Optplan had done within the estate. So I took liberty, I took interest in it, and I took liberty to call Optplan. We discussed, and they told me of the solution they had. And the reference I got was a very positive reference, and I said, wow, why not try? For this home, what Optplan did, they recommended a 7.5 kVA solar solution, which comes with 8 solar panels, and then a hybrid inverter, and 2 Weco batteries, and it is sufficient to serve all the implements in the house, including the fridge, including the washing machine, including the water pumping, including the oven, and every other power appliance in the house is powered by solar, installed by Optplan.
We did an analysis of our consumption, our actual consumption before we installed solar. And from what we were promised is that we would be able to save up to 60% of our current costs if we install solar. In terms of payback period, we are looking at recouping the initial setup costs within 6 years of installing the solar system. And of course, if you're looking at a saving of over 60%, that one goes back to our members, as I mentioned, in form of their savings for retirement.
Since I went off-grid and went to solar, I don't think, it's only in one incident where I paid a small bill of 316 shillings in the month of July. So for me now, KPLC is a backup, and it has gone for all those months from March up to current without having been triggered. So the system is holding on light, and I'm really enjoying my freedom.
So our interaction with Optplan started at the procurement level, where we tendered for these services and they were part of the bidders. Luckily, I say luckily because we've had a good interaction with them. Luckily, they were the winning bidders, and we awarded them the contract to install power to the MABS building.
The installation will enable the offices which are located in this particular building to implement their operations non-stop without being worried that they will have power blackout. Essentially, all the operations that were being aided by Kenya Power will be provided by the solar power solutions that we have installed at this building.
My bill per month was coming to between 9,000 and 15,000 every month. After installing the solar solution, I'm completely off-grid, and I don't pay any bills to KPLC. The other good thing about it is that we am able to monitor my road via an app. I downloaded an app. I can monitor the level of the batteries. I can monitor how the system is. So when I see, for example, the people in the house have put on so many appliances such that the load is too much, it's draining the battery during the day when it's supposed to be charging, I can always instruct, switch off one of the non-essential appliances so that the batteries fill up so that we can get enough backup for the night.
The electricity bill has significantly reduced, and it has gone down. For sure it has gone down, yes. And at the same time, there is no fear now, because you could not just take shower anytime when you are feeling tired, but now you can do it because it is from the sun.
The board really looks at the bottom line. When we are making such decisions, the member is our key focus. And of course, the member here is money in the member's pocket. So I can give them the assurance that some of these decisions that we make and engaging partners like Optplan, for us is really about the member at the end of the day. Are they going to retire with more in their pockets? So you ensure that at the end of the day, your costs are going low. If we would have remained in the grid, you can imagine 60% of savings for the next 30 years of a member's life in this scheme. That is substantial savings for this member, and of course it goes back to their retirement package.
Well, I really pity for those ones who are still on the grid, because whenever there is a blackout or a power outage, I learn it from the wall. People asking each other, who else doesn't have power? Because I don't realize whether there is, power in the grid or power of the grid. So I really pity those who are still on the grid, and I would tell them that this solution is the best solution to try. One thing I like about Optplan, it is the follow-up, the after-sales service. If I get something, maybe it's even a fault from my side. Maybe the net is down, but I don't realize. Once I see that I cannot find the system in my app, I just call them up, and then the next hour, they are in my house to come and check what could be happening. So I like their customer service, and for the homeowners, there are no two ways. If we have to liberate ourselves, we have to go solar. And Optplan is one place where I have found consistent service and very efficient service for the solar system.
I would definitely recommend Optplan. They come with a lot of experience in the private sector. I think that's where they get their efficiency from. When many contractors come to work in a public service institution, you would imagine the bureaucracies that are undertaken, but we've had none of that. So for those who wish to have that level of efficiency, for those who wish to have timely services, of course, I would fully recommend Optplan.